Work's over. And now it's time to go off the clock. Your favorite destination for the hottest sports topics, fantasy insight, betting lines, and game predictions. Sit back, kick off your shoes. You can even crack a cold one. And enjoy the show. Now, here are your hosts, Tyler, Jake, and Rob.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, lady?
What's going on?
How's it going?
A little technical difficulty real quick. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, fellas. No, we're good. We're good.
We're good? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're good. We're good. How y'all doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Can't complain.
Yeah, been a busy week for me, fellas.
It's been a busy week for, I think, all of us. I think
Yeah,
it's
no
been a
worries.
busy
House
week.
or what, Tyler?
Yeah, put an offer in yesterday. Should be hearing back today. I think put in a really good competitive offer. So we'll see, though.
That's
Nothing's
the most frustrating
finalized,
thing
you know.
Me and Haley found out we get attached. Kind of like I posted on your tweet. You get attached to a house, and then somebody comes in $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 over. You're just like, damn. So it's like I tried not to get attached to too many houses until the realtor said, "Hey, y'all's offer got accepted." Because
Yeah.
I found out quick.
Yeah.
I found out quickly. I got attached to a couple, and
How many offers did y'all send in before you got the one?
Probably four or five. There was
Oh,
one
wow.
that we really liked. But
Dude, the
then
market's
we thought-
horrible right now too. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
tough. So
Well, best of luck, brother. But
Yeah, I appreciate
I love
it.
waking up to some get to see old David Carr on my screen. I guess he's in London right now.
yeah, he's in there with the
I just
NFL
literally
Network.
looked up.
But
Oh, God.
yeah, I think we haven't
Life is full.
done this yet on our live show, but I think we all decide we want to do a DFS for our viewers. We haven't done one yet. I don't know how much DFS you guys do. I haven't been playing a whole lot.
2-3 weeks. I mean, 2-3 times a week. So
Yeah, I haven't been doing a whole lot of daily fantasy this year. I've just been so fucking busy that managing 6 fantasy football teams is already enough on top of what we do here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna enter in on this too. We got enough in our balance and off the clock. Bank account's running a little dry right now, so if you do want to support our channel, you can go hit us up at our Venmo link. But what you should do though, no matter what, is go to the Discord. You can maybe enter in on one of these with us one day. But all right, how much experience do you have with DFS, Jake?
I don't have too much. I've never really done that.
I will.
I think. I
You
mean,
know how it
it's
works,
pretty
though, right?
simple.
You know how it
It's
works,
pretty
right,
much
Jake?
you have like a $60,000.
You a set budget, and you have to add a player, and then he costs so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like you see, like Josh Allen, he costs about $9,000, and we have a set budget of what, $60K, right?
Yep.
Ty?
How about we
Here
each
on
pick-
FanDuel.
someone pick a quarterback, someone pick a running back, and then we can all take turns. See what we can
All right,
come
well
up
then fine. So you start with the quarterback. You want
Yeah,
to say
start us
something? Start with the
All right.
quarterback. Who you got?
with. Let me look. I gotta look at the cost too. I'm gonna start off. I got Brady. He's 10-0 against the Falcons in his career. Give me Brady for a reasonable
7,800.
price. Yeah,
Okay.
No, you
7,800.
just passed it. You just passed him.
No, I know. I'm just scrolling down. Looking
I don't
at
want
some
none of those
salaries.
bums.
All right, we're gonna
Tom.
lock in Tom.
Alright.
Tom.
Tom with the 10-0.
I'll take over this running back if you don't mind.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna scroll down here. I think this is gonna be one of my. I think you got to start him no matter what, if you're in a fantasy league. But I like this play a lot right here for 8K. Go ahead and lock in James Robinson against the Texans
against Houston.
defense.
Okay.
Poor
I like that
Texans.
one.
It looks like Montgomery's playing too.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're down to 4,400 or 44,000 and left on our budget.
Wait, you
Switching
got to
over to the
pick two
receiver.
running backs, so go back to running back. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
hang
that's
about
true. I'm gonna leave you
Um,
guys some change over here. I'm gonna scroll down, man, Najee
Wow,
Harris.
yeah, it was like for
6,600.
Najee for 66.
But he's not. I don't think so. I like one of the Patriots.
I like the Patriots backs a lot this week, and I like this one.
I like for 6K
more.
I like Stevenson.
All right, I'd like
Stevenson
those
for 6K.
What are you feeling on wide receiver, Rob?
I mean,
you got 3 here.
Are we picking a big dog, or are we going to go cheap?
I'm gonna think because we did a little cheap on the the last running back. I think we could kind of go with the big dog. Let's go Stephon Diggs against Pittsburgh. I think
go
for
with the big dog.
For the big dog, I think Pittsburgh's secondary is banged up with what's his name? I was gonna say Micah Hyde, but that's not right.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick is dinged up too back there. I think Stephon Diggs is gonna go off. Let's go a little discount. Let's go down.
Little discount double check.
Yeah, a little discount double check.
Hey, get my boy Godwin in there. He's my.
I was gonna say, there's Godwin. Yeah,
I think this is a really good play this week, as you would say, Chris Olave.
Yeah, let's do Godwin. Let's do a little.
Godwin 7K.
Tom.
Okay.
And I'll do Chris Olave too. I like that pick. Against Seattle. I mean, Seattle has no defense. Like
I'm starting him in one of my leagues over Brandon Cooks this week. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Tight end.
Who we got?
Look, we're at 15,000 left, and we got tight end, a flex, and a defense. Hey, let's go to defense first. You guys cool?
Defense are usually cheap. I mean, I would say do flex because tight ends and defenses are usually cheap.
Yeah, but I want to see what we're working with though.
But I like
our
the
flex.
Bucs defense against Atlanta, but they're expensive.
I was
thinking the Chargers defense against
the
Browns maybe.
Rams
against the Cowboys.
Or how about the Jaguars against the poo-poo Texans? The Jaguars, I think, have the 5th ranked defense in fantasy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 4,600. So if you think that, we still need to pick a huge
Where are they?
They're 4,600 right there.
Damn.
Yeah.
A lot of them are around that price.
Do the Chargers. The Chargers
I think the Chargers are the best bang for the buck, maybe, but
yeah.
I don't know. Their run defense hasn't been the best either.
Yeah.
And they're playing the Browns.
This is hard.
Who's down here at the bottom?
Now you're just getting...
Dude, this could be a sneaky play right here. The Seattle Seahawks defense against the Saints. I mean, I don't think the Saints defense is... Kamara is playing, but, I mean, if we wanted to go real cheap, I think that would be the move, but I'm cool with moving on up a little bit. Would you guys rather me go back to the tight end flex and we'll come back to defense?
Yeah, we'll come back.
Okay. We got Hawkinson. It's the most expensive tight end, but these are just for today's game, so Travis Kelce's playing on Monday.
What about Higbee? How much does Higbee cost? He's a dog.
Tyler Higbee down here, 5,500.
Give me Higbee. I want to call that one. Give me Higbee against the Cowboys. He is a target machine.
Man, I think he's gonna get his today, but I don't think he's gonna. They're finally giving him 7 catches for 50 yards. As long as they're not big first downs. But your vote's Higbee. Yeah. All right, I'll give you Higbee.
Let's do
Rob
flex.
On the flex. We got 10 grand left. I think we could go.
We could go 5 and 5 or 6 and 4.
Let's see what let's do our defense now, so then we can see what we're working with. Because if we pick somebody and we go back and the defense, we can't even pick one. So we got to decide here. Do we want to go big dog defense or you want to go?
I just think the Bucs against the Falcons. I think the Bucs are gonna fuck the Falcons. No, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do it. I think the Bucs.
Here's my thing about the Bucs defense this week. I think Tampa Bay is going to get up on them, and they're going to be playing from behind. The Bucs defense. They're going to be like, all right, we got a 2-score lead. We're just going to kind of sit back here. We're going to give you some garbage time yards, garbage time points potentially. Yeah. If you want,
how about this? Sorry, interrupt you. How about
you're good.
The Niners against Baker?
Say $400.
Yeah. I like that.
4,400.
Save 400.
Okay, if we lock them in, here's what our flex options are looking like.
How much do we have left?
We got 5,800. So we're gonna
So who we
scroll
got
down
left?
here.
Let's keep going.
Starting with Mostert.
Mostert,
Wow.
Hooney, Patrick, Curtis Samuel.
might
Curtis
be a nice
Samuel.
little pick.
Pollard's
going.
not playing, is he?
Pollard's gonna
those
play.
bums.
Pollard's gonna
None of those
play.
bums.
I think if we were
ETN
going to
against
do
the-
I think we go. I think we go Curtis Samuel.
or we could do ETN and James Robinson against
Wow.
the Texans.
I don't think I want to do both.
No.
We can insert
No.
ETN and then we can maybe revisit.
Change James
No,
Robinson.
keep Robinson. Robinson's the dog in that backfield, I think.
No, he's gonna get the majority of the carries for sure. ETN just might. I mean, I think he's
I'm
due.
cool.
I mean,
I'm
I would
cool.
say if anything, Curtis Samuel, because you know
I'm cool with
Dotson's
Curtis
out.
Samuel.
Dotson's out. You know they love throwing the ball. I
Yeah,
just,
Curtis Samuel.
I
We
think that's
maxed-
probably the
we
lineup.
maxed out. All right,
It's pretty.
we're gonna lock it in
That's
right
solid.
now
That's solid. That's a solid fucking lineup right there. Look at
Yeah.
that.
for all of our viewers out there. This is our DFS lineup of the week.
That's
I don't know if somebody wants to
disrespectful. Chris
screenshot
Olave
this.
picture. Rob, screenshot it for us, brother.
Huh?
Screenshot it for us.
What, the picture of Chris Olave?
Yeah. No. The lineup.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hold, please.
Oh man, I'm right there with you today, Jake. I'm dragging a little bit. I've been so busy. I feel like I need a couple beers and a couple shots in me to wake me up.
Well, we just moved into this house a month ago, and Haley, and mainly Haley, but she spent so much money just on everything. Like, we didn't have anything moving back from Boston. So much just decor, furniture, doing renovations to the house, building cabinets. Man, we were just going yesterday.
You have to fix it up a little bit.
I mean, it was built in 2018, and it's in a new community, so it's, I guess, technically not really a new build, but it's a new build. But she wanted to put in one of those like faux fireplaces where they kind of build the wall out a little bit, and then they put a fireplace with a mantle, and the shiplap, and stuff like that. It looks really nice now, but man, kudos to my girlfriend. She has that interior thumb, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
She sees something, she can say, "Hey, I want this built," and then it just like, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not like that.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
She's done a lot. So, man, we finally laid down last night. It's just like, fuck, going.
Yeah. But man, I think we're all there. I know, Rob, you're in the process of, changing homes and everything, moving across country, so
Yeah.
it's tough.
Hey,
But
real quick, is Saquon hurt?
I saw Breida in there.
Matt Breida's getting a bunch of touches.
Well, let's come back on that. Find that out. But
Let's
I
get-
want to.
I'll
I want
look
to
it
hear
up.
what. Go
I'll
ahead,
look
Rob.
it up, but you guys continue on.
What are you wearing there? You got a pinky ring on?
That's my mom's.
Hey,
just
Saquon
pushed it.
Barkley is out, and he's not even on
Yeah.
the sideline.
Yeah, he's questionable to return with soldier injury.
Soldier.
Soldier.
He's their lone soldier.
He
Sol-
has their
soldier.
he has soldier energy.
Yeah.
Soldier energy.
Soldier Boy. I don't know if you guys watch The Boys, but I don't know if you've seen that show.
Energy.
But all right, Rob. I want to hear what you think is this week's most intriguing matchup. Like, if you had to pick one game, and it's the only game you can watch for the whole weekend. I mean,
whole
you're
weekend.
probably watching the game right now that you would want to watch. But
I mean, obviously,
in terms
I
of
would watch this,
matchups, in terms of matchups,
so there's actually quite a few. If you actually look at like what the lineup is for this week, it's actually quite a few. I do like Philadelphia and Arizona, but I'm gonna go. I mean, the two primetime games, Monday night and Sunday night football are really good games. I think Cincinnati and Baltimore and Vegas and Kansas. Divisional matchups to me are always the best ones. But I'm gonna go
Skin in
with
the game,
Cincinnati, Baltimore. I think that, Baltimore has something to prove of blowing lead after lead. Cincinnati kind of got in a little groove on Thursday Night Football.
Yep.
It's still a little questionable about, T. Higgs, if he's going to play or not. I think he is, but I don't think
he's gonna
be
go.
playing. But I think that's probably, to me, the most intriguing matchup I'm watching on Sunday Night Football.
I saw
about
some stat about the Ravens. I think they have been trailing in the game for only like a few minutes or something all season, yet they're 2-2. Pretty wild stat.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's super easy to say that game. But
I got my game.
you know, I'm gonna go a little bit towards my homer side and say my Cowboys against the Rams. I think
Right
everybody's
there with you, Tyler.
I think everybody's
Right there with
wondering what is this Rams team? Are they in a Super Bowl hangover right now? You know, the Cowboys are coming in 3-1. The Rams are sitting at 2-2. Their 2 wins were against who? It was against the
The Rams beat the Falcons.
Falcons and who else was it? The Cardinals.
They beat the
Cardinals
Falcons and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, by 2 close games.
And I don't think anybody's too high on those 2 teams. They obviously looked like dog shit last week against San Francisco. You got the Cowboys coming in
against the Bills too.
3-1. Their defense is playing lights out. They got Cooper Rush obviously this game. Dak's not back. I mean, the Cowboys too, in a sense, they haven't. I mean, they played the Bengals, but they're in a little bit of a slump. But then they beat the Giants and the Commanders, who I don't really rate too high either. So we're gonna really find out about these 2 teams, I think, later this afternoon. Now, I will say this: if the Cowboys lose this game, because I mean it's LA minus 5.5 the last time I checked. If the Cowboys lose this game, it's not gonna say as much about the Cowboys as if the Cowboys beat the Rams, if that makes any sense. I think if the Cowboys beat the Rams, they're going to be pressing the panic button there in LA.
Oh yeah, I mean if
with Cooper Rush at home,
it's still Cooper Rush as your quarterback. I mean, if Dak was playing and they lost that game, then I would be like, all right, we're gonna hit the panic button a little bit. But I mean, your guys, Dak's back next week, right?
I mean, we'll see. I have a feeling he may not be back next week.
Okay. Well, Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Tyler. My game of the week, or the one I'm most intrigued about watching, is the boys and the Rams.
That 325 slot on Fox.
Because I have a Cooper Kupp, and I'm ready to see him get 19 targets again. But yeah, I'm right there with y'all guys. It's like the Cowboys have an excuse if they lose. They can easily point the finger and look, man, we have a backup quarterback. You know what I mean? But if they win, all hell the Cowboys, they're winning the Super Bowl.
I want to give a little insight on this game too.
Jake's already. I mean, Tyler's already putting down his Super Bowl jersey. But all right, let's put a nice little shiny case.
Look, I played football. I know how it goes. It's a week-to-week thing. It's a long fucking season. I mean, you just don't know, man. You don't know. You got to get into the playoffs, and you got to be, hitting on all cylinders, hopefully, and then see what happens. But I want to give you a little insight. So a couple years back, the Cowboys, they went into LA in the playoffs. Jared Goff was still the quarterback, and CJ Anderson ran the ball for like 200 and something yards. Absolutely got gashed in the run game. They had a chance to still win the game. I think they lost by 6 maybe. I'm curious because the Rams haven't ran the ball very well at all. I think they're like 28th or 29th in the league in EPA per play when running the ball. I'm curious to see if they go ahead and try to attack the middle of the defense again like they did in that playoff game, or if Sean McVay is going to kind of stick to what they've been doing because it hasn't been working. I have a real big feeling that this might be a heavy Darrell Henderson, heavy Cam Akers game on the ground.
That's the thing, though. It's just like what scares me with the Rams so much. It's like you don't know who the running back is. Like I mean, last year you knew.
Well, they don't care in fantasy. You don't play either person, but.
Well,
I think they're going to try to run.
I'm just talking about the offense because the offense gelled better because they knew who the running back was. They knew Darrell Henderson was going to be the running back. But now Darrell Henderson and Cam Akers are 2 different types of running back. Cam Akers is more agile, like I'm going to try to get through the small holes. Darrell Henderson, to me, is more of a downhill runner. Like he wants to go in between the tackles and punish you. And I think that's what the issue is. Oh, Daniel Jones just overthrew the ball. Sorry. And I think that really affects the offense with them. And they don't have a in the middle threat anymore. I mean, they're going to throw 19 targets to Cooper Kupp, but that's pretty much it. Allen Robinson is not.
That was going to be my next question. If you're the Cowboys, this question gets asked a lot for basketball, but do you let Cooper Kupp get his and make sure nobody else does anything, or do you try to shut down Cooper Kupp and make the rest of the team beat you?
I think you shut down Cooper Kupp and make Allen Robinson get 10 targets.
You're not shutting down Cooper Kupp, though.
Well, you're going to try to.
You don't shut down Cooper Kupp, and I know I know y'all have Trayvon Diggs, but I mean,
what I do is I put Trayvon over Cooper Kupp, and I bracket a safety over the top of him. I play everybody else man coverage, and I let Trayvon Diggs have 19 tries at picking the ball off from Matthew Stafford and his bum elbow. That's what I do.
mean, I would put Micah Parsons on the side that Cooper Cup is, wherever side he's rolling. Have him come from that side and a Trayvon Carter Cooper, because then what's going to make it do is Stafford's going to look to his left or to his right, the opposite side of Cooper
Gonna
Cup.
see Parsons
Micah
barreling down.
Yeah, he's not going to look at the side Parsons barreling down. Like he's going to look.
Is Donovan Wilson, is he a safety or is he a corner?
He's a safety.
He's a safety.
Yeah, and the Cowboys
I'm gonna
should
look
be
out for
getting J-Ron Curse back this game, I believe. But Donna's been playing, pretty well this season.
He's a dog. I like watching him at A&M.
Yeah, he's really coming into his own. I think it'll be interesting to see how they run their defense with Curse coming back, because Curse is much more of like a hybrid type of guy. He can cover tight ends, he can cover the slot a little bit, but he likes to play in the box more often, and Donna is more versatile. So we'll see. I think they're gonna slowly get Curse back in there though, because he's coming off that knee sprain, I believe. But yeah,
I'm sure anyone that taps into our podcast really looks forward to our starts and sits. I didn't mean to cut you off, Tigray, but I'm really anxious to hear this from y'all.
Yeah, we need to move on.
I want to get just one play. I like doing those little cheeky little two-teamers, but I just want one play.
Hey, and if you guys are in the chat right here, I want to hear what y'all's starts and sits are. Go ahead and type in the chat. We can talk about it.
I was going to go a different route. I was going to get your lock of the day. We can go starts and sits if you want. I'm really curious about your lock of the day because there's a lot of good games.
Okay.
I want to bang that out really quick because I'm very curious on what everyone thinks. Because as I'm looking at this, I think the Jets and Dolphins game is going to be a really good game. Cowboys, Rams, Eagles, Cardinals, Bengals, Ravens. I think the Chiefs will blow them out. But, there's a lot of games that I think could be like good locks or whatever because they're so solid. So, Rob, what do you think as you're looking at these spreads? Rob, what is your lock of the week?
That is an interesting question. I'm looking at a bunch of them.
Dude, these lines are tough this week.
They're super tough.
They're tough every week, but there's not one particular one that I like.
Do? And I know what Jake's gonna tell me. He's gonna be like, "How dare you?" But my lock of the week is the Arizona Cardinals +5. I think that they're gonna give Philadelphia their first L of the season.
I'm getting 5.5 right now for him.
Yeah, I think that Kyler's going to come out and he's like a Jalen Hurts but better. I think he can run the ball better. Yeah, he's smaller, but it makes him more agile. I think that with Rondale Moore being back, John Connor's going to have a good game. That defense is finally going to play. I just feel, I don't know, something in my soul is telling me the Cardinals are going to win that game +5. So I'm going to go with that.
All right.
What do you think? What do you think, Jake? Are you having a hard time?
This line kind of confuses me. I know Keenan Allen's out, but I haven't heard if anyone else is out. The Chargers -2 kind of makes me raise an eye. I'm kind of curious. And even ESPN has the matchup predictor to where the Chargers are 47. So I'm going to roll with my gut. I like Chargers -2. I think they go into Cleveland. I don't like Jacoby Brissett. I think he's a game manager, barely just does enough, but I don't think he does enough in this game.
Well, here's the reason why that line's where it's at is the Chargers are missing their all-pro left tackle, Rashawn Slater,
out.
and Joey Bosa's out for an extended period of time.
Out.
So you got Myles Garrett and Clowney over there against a rookie left tackle and then another right tackle.
They still have what? They still have Khalil Mack, Derwin James, J.C. Jackson. They still.
It's not like they have nobody. They still got a defense.
My lock of the week's gonna be the Chargers -2. I'll probably take a money line because knowing Vegas, the Chargers will probably win by 1. And so my lock of the week would be I'll just take Chargers money line. It's probably the same. This is -2 is 105, so money line will probably be 110. So I'll take Chargers.
The game that I'm gonna pick, I really don't want to, but looking at everything else, this is the one I'm gonna roll with. I feel like it might be a trap game. But I think the 49ers. I think the 49ers are at least a touchdown better than the Panthers, and it's -6.5 right now. So I'm going to roll with the Niners, -6.5 over the Panthers.
Yeah, Vegas has a lot of confidence.
It is a road game across the country for the Niners, I believe. But I don't know. Just what we saw last week.
Are we on the same page about this? Are the Lions going to go into Foxborough and get a dub?
I actually think they will. I think they will.
they do.
I think they do. I don't. I mean,
Against
is Mac
the
Jones-
rookie out of Victoria, Texas, about 30
Oh
minutes
yeah.
from my hometown.
I think
Bailey
St.
Zappi?
Brown's back. St.
Zappi?
Brown's back.
Dude, I think.
I think
I don't know, man. I think
think-
the Patriots are going to run the ball on them and control the game. I mean, the Patriots took Green Bay to overtime last week in Foxborough with that
Yeah, but, I
guy, Bill
Green Bay-
Belichick, like
Green-
you said last week, Jake. That's a tough game. That's another one I'm probably not touching.
I mean,
I'm excited for these games.
I mean, you look at the Green Bay game last week. I mean, Green Bay didn't have their top safety in Amos, and or also didn't have their top cornerback in Jair the whole game. I mean, that's why that game was so close. I mean, Jair is the lockdown.
Well, the reason why that game was so close because A-Rod threw a pick six.
Well,
let's be real.
Yeah, that was I mean, he has only thrown 4 pick six in his whole career. So, I mean, I wasn't like, oh my God, what's going on kind of thing.
Well, yeah,
Look
nothing
what
against
happened.
A-Rod. I'm
Rob,
just saying that's why.
I know, I
That's
just
why the
saw.
game was close. You know, but
The Packers, they botched that right there. They had it.
what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? I don't have the game on right now.
The Packers punted to the Giants, and I think it hit one. Let's see. I think it hit one of the Giants. It hit the Giants. The Packers punted it to the Giants, and it hit the Giants guy's hand.
Yeah,
On
it
the
hit the
receiving
guy's
end.
hand.
And the Packers tried to jump on it, but they jumped
And
on
it
it.
went
and
out of
just,
bounds. And the
went
ball went out of bounds.
Mm.
Oh man!
Oh my God! It hit
That
his
was the
hand
break
to
they
his
needed.
arm. Yeah, well,
But
Yeah, those are our locks. So Jake, you got the Chargers.
Saquon.
Rob, you
by
got
the way-
the
sorry,
the
just
Cardinals.
a quick update. Saquon is back on the field. He's warming up. He's going to be back on the field.
what about our dog of the day, boys?
Dog
I'm
of
gonna
the
go
day.
Lions.
I'll go.
Going to
I'll go
Foxborough.
Lions. I'll go Lions with you, Rob. What
I'll go
about you,
Lions to
Tyler?
Foxborough.
We'll keep this rolling. What about you, T? Real quick.
Give me the Cowboys plus 5.5, baby. Give it to me.
Fair enough.
I guess.
Y'all want to get it? Y'all want to get into a real quick start and sit for all of our viewers out there? I know I hit big time on mine last week.
Before we jump into some fantasy stuff, let's knock out our Sunday night football picks. I know, Rob, you already touched on that game a little bit. Let's knock out these picks real quick, and then we can focus on fantasy for the remainder of the
Yeah.
I got the Ravens.
You got the Ravens. Oh,
Yeah, I like the Ravens.
I got Cincinnati. I think their momentum coming off Thursday night is going to be the key for them. And as long as
Don't
the
do it,
offensive line
Tyler.
holds up.
Think with your head, not your heart.
Man, well, that's the thing. My heart is telling me Baltimore. My head's telling me Cincy. Baltimore's
Oh, I
pass
gotta be
defense has
backward.
not been good this season. They're playing a very high-powered passing attack. And I just,
Jamar Chase
What is
is
that?
going off.
I think,
That's in Baltimore, right?
yeah, it's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think Jamar Chase is
Lamar
gonna get-
Sunday Night Football.
I'm doing
At home.
Jamar Chase 10 for 120, 2 touchdowns.
10 for 120.
For two.
Two
tens.
tutties. He's due for
I'll
a
give
big
Lamar-
game.
He's
I'll
due
give
to a big
Lamar-
game.
I'll give Lamar 300 total yards, 400 total touchdowns accounted for. He'll probably get one rush.
400 total touchdowns. Holy shit! No, just
Oh, holy
Yeah,
shit. How
yeah.
much is that game?
Y'all must didn't hear me right. I said 300.
I
4
think I
total
heard
touchdowns
touchdowns.
accounted for.
Yeah, you said
I'm not
400
you,
total
Rob.
touchdowns. It's good.
I speak
It's
I'm
cool,
not-
it's cool.
I'm not Rob. I'm not Rob.
I don't know. Me and Tyler heard the exact same thing, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I knew what you were saying though.
Rob's drinking those wave crushers already.
I wish.
Man, I don't know what wave crushers are, but those sound pretty good.
Nah, they're fucking funny. Rob put me on them when I was in New York.
Oh, what is it? What is it? A
It's
beer?
like
Do you know who makes it? It's a beer.
it's a beer. I forgot
I don't
who
know
makes it.
the
It's Blue.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's Montauk Brewery Company out in New York. And they're pretty. Oh, do you throw a pick? Oh no, you didn't.
What would you say it tastes somewhat like, Rob?
Well, it's an
I don't even know.
IPA, so it's very smooth.
All right. I'm wave running away from that.
I'm not big
I
on
don't like
IPAs.
IPAs, man.
I'm not
Too
big on
fucking
them,
bitter
though,
for
but
me.
They're good.
They're there.
But-
Jake will came to New
Oh,
York and
Barkley.
fucking order a beer talk.
Oh, Barkley, no!
He fumble.
Yeah.
No, that was he just got like a
Oh
40-yard
Jesus!
catch.
Yeah.
Why aren't you watching this, T?
I got my production over here that I'm worried about. Come on now.
I am too.
I don't
We're
got.
getting live feeds, all of
I
our
already
viewers
already
out
got
there.
so much stuff on my second monitor right now. I can't have the game on.
Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
So what are we doing,
here,
Tyler?
here's my
Sunday
pick.
Night
Here's my
Football.
pick. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. I think that they're the better overall football team. I'm not going to be any bit surprised though if Cincinnati wins this game. I'm not going to be any bit surprised. Cincinnati's offensive line isn't it.
Scares me. But
Baltimore's front seven's their strong suit on defense. Their secondary's been playing bad, but they do have good players in the secondary, which is weird.
yeah.
I think Baltimore is going to win in a very close game. Very close game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can move on to our
How's the
starts and
fantasy
sits
for all
now.
of our viewers?
Yeah.
So let's get some fantasy
So-
football. That's what we're here
So
for.
people in the chat, we're about to, tell our starts and sits of the week for fantasy, but I want to hear what you guys think or
I
what you
actually
guys
have
want
a
to
quick
do.
question for everybody. My buddy of mine sent me this text. He goes like, "Who would you rather play in the flex? Zeke, Mostert, or Jeff Wilson in the flex?"
Probably Jeff Wilson.
Is it PPR, half PPR? What are we looking at? Standard
PPR.
PPR?
Daniel Jones with the run. Daniel Jones get clocked.
I don't think you.
It's a tough play. What I'm gonna say Zeke, and it's not because I'm a Cowboys fan. I think it's because he's gonna get the most volume out of those three.
Yeah, but do you really think that
don't
he's
think-
going
you
to
don't-
crowd Aaron Donald in the
Outtouch-
middle of that field, like
You
versus
think
the,
he's
the
gonna
Falcons defense?
outtouch Jeff? You think he'll outtouch Jeff Wilson? I don't think.
Dude, the
so.
49ers don't. I mean, Jeff Wilson's obviously the lead back, but they give carries to Debo. I mean, I think the Cowboys are
He
going to try to win this game on the ground, and
Against Aaron Donald in the middle of the field?
I think they're going to run the ball right at Donald. I don't think they're going to try to run around him. I think that's what you have to
Saquon
do
will
against a
hang-
good player like that.
Okay, sorry.
I think Zeke's the
I don't
safest
know.
pick because when if you get
I'm
on the
going
goal
Jeff
line
Wilson
too,
against the Falcons.
Zeke's getting the touch. Mostert may not. Chase Edmonds has been playing on the goal line a lot. I think you definitely scratch off Mostert, but I mean Wilson. That's a tough one. I'm going Zeke. I'm riding with Zeke still. I mean, I know you drafted Zeke higher than any of those guys. Still early on, semi-early on in the season, or a quarter of the way through, but that's my play. Maybe y'all. Y'all disagree,
I'm going
but
Jeff Wilson against the Panthers. I mean, come on. There's a dude named Aaron Donald in that middle, and I don't trust any running game against him unless. And Zeke is a downhill.
I mean, San Fran ran on
him.
him last week.
Yeah, but San Fran, Jeff Wilson, they're running like edges. They're not running at Aaron Donald. That's what
They ran at him quite a few times.
Their most big plays on the run were on the edge, not down Aaron Donald's throat. So I'm gonna go Jeff Wilson.
All right,
I don't even
Ra-
think Raheem was even a question in that.
Let's hear what your start of the week though, for week 5, Rob. Your fantasy play of the week.
Oh, I've had so many questions. I have both David Montgomery and what's his name, his
Herbert.
backup Herbert. I'm gonna go with Twofer. If you have a flex, play them both, okay? Because you don't know how good David Montgomery is going to be, and you don't know if Khalil Herbert's going to get any of the touches. But here's the thing: the Vikings have no run defense, and the Bears have no throwing offense. So they're just going to run the ball probably 30 times, and they're going to split shares between both of them. And so you might get at least 10 good points out of both players. So I'm starting.
That is crazy that Khalil Herbert is projected like 9 points
Yeah.
as a backup.
So I
like,
would
yeah.
play them both. If you,
I think
if you don't
Herbert's
know-
going to be the lead guy today.
Yeah, but I mean, David's still going to get his, so you might as well play them both, and maybe David might get on the one and run the ball and get that touchdown, like just Saquon just did right there. Boop. So
You telling me the Giants are up a touchdown right now in the fourth quarter?
Yep.
Wow.
Giants are up.
Crazy.
So
No way. No way they're the real deal. There's no way.
so I would start
That's
both
that's
David
y'all,
and Montgomery.
the Packers. That's y'all's top 5 power rankings. That's one of the teams that's in y'all's power rankings. Jeez, would hate to be that guy.
Look, I was watching this game earlier. The Packers offense, they're either running the ball or throwing a little screenplay for like 2 drives in a row. I guess they hit Cobb over the middle one time that I watched, but their offense, they have no downfield threat at this moment.
But you're sitting there saying the Giants fucking suck. They're 3-1. Like they're not
They
like
don't
shitty
suck.
team.
Nah,
But
they
like
don't suck.
like you're saying that
They're not a
like,
good team
the top
in my
5
opinion.
team. They're not a good team. I'm like, come on. They're 3-1
I
still.
don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused by them, honestly. I don't know. If they beat the Packers, then I mean you gotta obviously respect them, but I don't that receiving core confuses me. I mean
They
Daniel
ran the
Jones
ball with Saquon the whole game. I mean, at some point they were going to get in the end zone with him.
but
Anyways, so Jake, who's your starting set? I mean, who's your start, not your set?
I'll knock mine both out. No, I'll knock them both out real quick. I got two starts. One's pretty obvious. Two is kind of somewhat obvious, but people are losing faith in the second guy. The first must start, Chris Godwin. I think he's back for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I want to see
Tom
him
Brady.
healthy. Tyler was all over. I want to see him healthy. Obviously, he had a scare that last game. I don't know what happened. He got maybe hit and maybe went numb when he just like was blocking for the end zone. He kind of just fell over. Don't really know what happened in that last game. But getting 10 targets in your first game back, I think that obviously still shows Brady still loves him. He's projected like 15 points, so you're not going to probably bench him. But I think you got to get all over. I think he finally gets on the board in the touchdown department this week. The second guy would be hometown Texans, Brandon Cooks. I think this is his coming out party. I think a lot of people are disappointed with him this year. But I don't know. Brandon Cooks is one of those guys is if you have him, I don't know if you can sit him. Maybe
I'm sitting him for Chris Olave.
So something like that. So what? He's projected 13.8 points. Let's see. 12, 10, 7, 7 in targets this year. 12, 10, 7, 7. 15, 9, 4, 18 total points. 2 games below 10 points. I think this is the game. I could see him getting 10 targets this game, over 100 yards and a tutty. I think he's a 20-point performer this week. And my must-sits really quickly, anyone in the Commanders' backfield. I don't know.
I don't know who's
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. I mean, you just said anybody. So I got Khalil Herbert or Gibson. And you got both unknowns in terms of what's going to go down in Chicago, what's going to go down in Washington.
I think still Khalil Herbert.
Tyler, and I go opposite. I go Gibson in that. He's my must sit, but God, it's just.
I would still go Khalil Herbert. I mean,
I got Herbert in there right now.
I don't think
you're doing Gibson in our league, or Tyler.
I am.
I still say you bench Gibson because David Robinson has been the most pumped up running back coming from obviously not his fault, an injury designation.
Look, in a few weeks it might be different, but I don't think Robinson's going to get a heavy workload this week, man.
No,
he might get a handful of carries. And
do I think Khalil Herbert's going to get more carries than David Montgomery, who had both a knee and an ankle injury? Yes. Do I think that Brian Robinson's going to get more carries than Antonio Gibson or any one of those, or J.D. McKissick? I don't know, because we never seen him because he got shot before.
That's the thing. He got shot like 4 or 5 weeks ago, man. I don't think this guy's getting more than 5 touches. They might get his feet under him.
He's projected 5 points. McKissick's projected 9. Gibson's projected 11.
I would say honestly, McKissick would probably be the better choice of the 3 because
I don't look at projections too much.
He plays more in the passing game than anything. But I don't know. That the whole backfield is weird to me.
Yeah. So my must starts: Godwin, Cooks, must sits, anyone in the Commanders' backfield.
Yeah, that's pretty much what my sit
was. Who's your sit? Okay, your sit's the same, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, my sit was going to be Brian Robinson. Like, I would don't trust the hype until you actually see it on the field. We don't have anything on him. You know, the first report was Antonio Gibson was going to play more special teams at this point, and then JD was going to be like the third down passing back. And Brian Robinson was going to be the go-to guy. And then, he got shot, unfortunately, and, things happened. But I don't know if that's still the plan for them. So I wouldn't start anybody in that backfield right now. I would just kind of wait and see kind of thing because it'd be hard.
Yeah. Well, all right. Here's my must start.
Round us out, T. Greg. Give us your must start, must sit. Let's get on to some football.
I'm gonna give 2 must starts because I think one may be a little obvious, but there might be some people out there that are a little weary about this. But you got to have Kamara in your lineup. He's coming back. Apparently, he's looking healthy. You obviously took him in the first round or two. You got to start him. That might be a little too obvious, but my second must start. I was going back and forth. I like Brandon Cooks as a must start. I really do. But I'm starting Chris Olave over Brandon Cooks. Chris Olave has the most air yards in the whole NFL by almost 150 yards above Tyreek Hill.
No Michael Thomas tonight, right, too? No Michael Thomas.
No Thomas. Kamara's back, so teams are going to have to honor him a little bit more. I don't care if it's Dalton or Winston, which I believe it's going to be Dalton this week again.
I think it's
but,
Dalton, which is a better.
I don't care. Chris Olave is performing. I think you got to start him. I must sit. This is another tough one for me. I think you're going to say anybody in the Commanders' backfield. I think anybody in the Commanders' receiving core. I think Tennessee's been playing tough in the last couple of weeks, and they don't have an identity out there. I think Curtis Samuel, if anybody, is going to get the majority of the targets because they're going to throw a couple screens to him. But Scary Terry's been scaring me all season long. You may have to start him depending on if you're in a deep league or not. But if you're in a 12-man league and you have somebody like a Chris Olave, I'm starting him over Terry McLaurin every single time this week.
For sure, yeah. I don't want anything to do with that Commanders. Honestly, anything. I don't want their running backs. I don't want Carson Wentz. I don't want their defense. I don't want their receivers.
I'll give one more start that I really like this week too. I like Robert Woods against the Commanders defense. Traylon Burks is going to IR. He's going to be the clear-cut guy out wide. Obviously, Derrick Henry's the focal point of that offense, and you got Tannehill throwing the ball. But once Woods came back from his injury early on in the year, he's put up some points. I think this is kind of his coming out party.
He's always a solid guy. It's kind of disrespectful, like they haven't really been.
He's always been disrespected since he's been in Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's always been disrespected. So
before we wrap this up, I just want to clear up a few things just for all of our viewers out there. I know during the games we always like to know if we're doing good in our picks or not. Just give us really quick one more quick your lock and your underdog. My lock was the Chargers money line. My underdog was Lions +3. Rob, what was yours?
Mine was the exact same thing. The Lions is the underdog and the Cardinals +5.
My lock of the week were the Cowboys +5.5. And then my dog. God, who's my dog? I forgot now.
Was your dog?
Sorry, my dog was the Cowboys. Dog was the Cowboys. My lock of the week was San Fran. San Fran over Carolina. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah,
I think we got a lot of good games in store. I'll
45 minutes till the noon kickoff.
Yeah. Well,
gives us
1
enough
o'clock
time.
kickoff for me, fellas.
Yeah, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. But yeah, I think
what's going to happen in this game? Tigger, you're going to have to tune into this game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go watch the end of this. I got to get over to my grandma's actually doing a little family brunch. I'm going to go have some beers. That's my plans.
There you go.
It's nice. Nice weather down here in Texas right now. 78 degrees.
On your Packers to get the comeback, and I'll watch my Texans get fucked another week.
The Dubs just make a big play.
Dubs just got a nice little slant catch for 8 yards.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, cool. On my end, we're hosting some people over, so I got to get the Blackstone fired up. I'll be doing smash burgers. So
there you go.
Are
you actually like taking your fist and smashing them down and just like smash burger that way?
Oh yeah.
He's gonna bear down on those burgers.
He's gonna bear down on those burgers.
I'm gonna bear down.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good Sunday. Yeah. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. And as always, please give us a like, hit the subscribe button. It's really going to help us grow. I know we're early on in this thing, but something that I'm going to keep on saying, nobody's done it yet. And it's kind of actually no, we got a couple people that have done it. We got Bobcat and we got Riley Jewell in our Discord, but we want to add to our Discord channel. Go ahead, click the link down in the description. That's really going to, I guess, make us happy that we're growing a community. That's where we can see us, where we can communicate. But yeah, that's all from me. Yep. You guys have a good weekend. Good Sunday.
I appreciate you for tuning in and appreciate all you guys. We'll talk next week.
See you.
Yep. All right. Take it easy. Later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to the Off the Clock Show. If you enjoyed what you heard, go ahead and hit that like button. If you really want to show your support, please consider subscribing. You can also follow us at our social media sites listed in the description. We will talk to you next time. Off the Clock.